Well, after the reception we got from the expert one, we're here to do Beginners League. Shall we begin?
Yeah, which is the superior league, because this is my preferred way to draft.
So we won't be talking about how many numbers this time.
Yeah, because tier-based drafting is way better than point buy, in my opinion.
I also prefer tier, but that's a story for another day.
Okay.
Starting off.
You know what?
No, it's
I'm gonna pull up a doc right now so I can actually remember.
Yes, please do that. So when we're going back, we actually have an order we want to put these in. While he does that, I'm gonna start with hazard control because hazards. First team, we got spikes and rocks, no foggos and no spinners. If hazards are out there, they are out there. And for cleric, just Gardevoir. And for priority, we got conch and this is solar rock. So kind of weird, but I don't mind it.
Okay. Question is this team weak to hazards? Yeah, he's weak to sticky wind. Really. It's like rocks don't really bother him besides Pyroar. Spikes don't super bother him. So it's like he could deal without the hazard control. I mean, it is a negative not to have hazard control.
Let's start off with his first pick, Toxapex. It's Toxapex. You played Gen 7 OU?
Yeah.
It's Toxapex. Yeah. I like Mega Glade. I don't see it very often though.
I like Mega Glade. I think it's an underutilized Pokemon in draft.
Forget its ability. Does it have Steady Fast? I don't think it's the best ability.
Did you say Steady Fast?
Steadfast. I don't remember what.
Steadfast. Yeah. Off the top of my head, don't remember. Let me look it up. Showdown. Gallade. Regular Gallade has Steadfast. Mega Gallade has Inner Focus.
I know. Okay. So there's that. I shouldn't have opened that on this monitor. I like Mega Glade, but what I find kind of weird is he also has Conch and Guard, so we're doubling typings with his Mega.
What? What the fuck? Pardon my French. Why?
I really like Conchoudo as well, but I don't see why we have Conch and Glade.
So, beginners. I'm not gonna be too harsh on you, unlike some of the experienced people who should know better. Generally speaking, you do not draft the same type unless you have A, superior coverage for it, or B, it's a dragon type. Because you can dragon spam, and that's just perfectly viable. You could run a mono dragon team in draft, and you might be okay.
That being said, Conch's a great Pokemon.
I mean, yeah, Conch's a good Pokemon. What I don't get on his team is Dugtrio, because I don't know what Dugtrio is going to be trapping to save his team.
A flying type for his two fighting types? Stone Edge?
I mean, when you send out Dugtrio, ideally you're trying to kill something with Sucker Punch or Earthquake. Like, sure, you could Stone Edge, but I mean, if it's not 100% accurate, it's gonna miss. So,
Haxos, I think is good here. I like the fire, the Dragon Steel, very cool. I think you can rock out with Magneton, Haxos, and Guard.
I need to see if there's an outstanding weakness.
We don't have a missing types tab, so I can't look there.
Yeah, you do.
We do?
It's right next to deaths.
Oh,
in the middle section.
It's actually even better. No ice type. How's that?
That's fine. Most teams don't have an ice type.
Yeah. Oh, we have Gold for Fairy, so he has Dragon coverage. He also has Haxos, yeah. And a resistant Magneton. Zork's kind of cheeky, not the biggest fan of it, but it gets flamed though. I know that.
I'm trying to find reasons to critique this team other than the obvious lack of hazard control.
It's actually,
Uh,
other than the no hazards and the double fighting, double psychic, I kind of like it.
it's something just seems off about it, and maybe given more time, I could think of it. But I can't put my finger on it.
Speed's kind of all over, but nothing's breaking. Well, we have 120 in Doug Trio. But I think you're right. If the opponent gets sticky webs up, they're kind of screwed.
He's screwed. I don't like the trio on this team. I just don't see it really supporting any like great bonds. He said flying types, but he's got Magneton. So
Yeah.
it's like, and between Magneton and the trio, I like Magneton on the team better. I like X-Cloud. I think X-Cloud's a great wall breaker. Haxorus is a great wall breaker. McGalliard's a great wall breaker. Conqueror is a great wall. He's got wall breakers out the wazoo.
And when I think it comes to walls, he's got Toxapex and Toxapex. I guess Magneton for that extent, but
He's got Toxapex, and then like Drapeon's got 90 base defense. Trevenant can be cheeky with the Citrus Berry Harvest, and then you can run it physically defensive or special defensive. He does, but his only dedicated wall is Toxapex, which
Yeah.
could be a problem.
overall, we haven't looked at the other teams yet, but I think it's alright.
I think this might be a team I'm gonna have to come back to and look at it again after I've looked at the other teams. And
Yeah, we don't know the
got
ball.
my right now, I'm kind of feeling a C on this one. It feels middle of the road, not extremely exceptional. It has problems. It has some things I don't like. So again, I don't know. I haven't looked at the tier list. I don't know what Pokemon are in what tiers, but I think personally, you could probably get rid of the trio. You could probably find a better replacement for Drapion because you already got Zoroark.
That's only
I think
poison type though, and other than and he does have a decent fairy weakness if you give it a Drapion.
it's not his only poison type. He's got Toxapex. Plus, he's got
Oh yeah. I'm stupid.
half the other Pokemon on this team get excellent poison coverage. So Drapion's not really filling a role here besides T-Spikes, which Toxapex does. So I think this team needs tweaking.
I think it needs a spin or a Fargo for sure.
But if you told me this was someone's first attempt at drafting a team, I would be pretty impressed.
Yeah, it's not bad. Especially this is beginners, so keep that in mind.
Yeah. So what's this guy's name? Who's this?
This is
Judy Ryan. You get a C, dude.
Alright, moving on to
And to anyone in the beginners, you can at me at Boikipoo, and I'm willing to help anybody.
as am I. Well, okay, hi. Well, he's better than I am, so there's that.
So here, top row, I'm giving it a C. What are you giving it right now? If you want to give it a letter grade.
No, I think C. I want very middle before we know what else happens.
Okay. Next is Dud. I wonder if that's a precursor to
Now,
what's
we have
to come.
Dome Ducklets, and guess who's on this team again?
Is this like one of the Thicklet's friends? Is this just?
Hey.
Oh my.
I'm
Oh
not-
wait, this was the guy that was talking. Oh, this is Ducky. This is the guy. He was like, "Yeah, someone let me draft Latias and Tapu Lele," and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Really?"
What is that
That's
fire?
disgusting.
What is that Dragon Steel Fairy Core?
It's beautiful.
And this team is so good.
It's good, but it has it does have a glaring weakness, which is Lycanroc and Machamp like to rely, and Incineroar with Sucker Punch like to rely on their priority, and Tapu Lele gets rid of that with Psychic Training. You can't have priority.
Well, just so we know, we have 4 Foggles, 2 Rockles, and some Sticky Webs. And we have a good long list over here. We got Togekiss and Latias with Wish, Togekiss with Healing Bell, Mega Latias with Wish, Legirock with the Celerock, Incineroar with Fake Out, Ducklet with Aqua Jet, and Machamp with Bullet Punch.
So Mr. Ducky, first thing you're going to want to think about is the fact you do have Tapu Lele. You have all this priority in your team, and you won't be able to use it. So you got to think about that. You have to plan around that.
We have two Fairy Seal. I like both of them. Togekiss is great, and Tapu Lele is a Tapu.
I like Togekiss.
But what I will say about Togekiss is we have Crobat and Tapu Lele with doubling types up.
I'm thinking on the terms of both Crobat and Tapu Lele. I guess Tapu Lele offers wall-breaking potential. Very little can stand against it. It just doesn't synergize with his team. And his team overall, it's all over the place. Going with this, like, you got some like these really fast, heavy hitters, and then you've got Pokemon like Machamp and Incineroar who are really slow and not very bulky. So you're kind of everywhere on the spectrum here. I don't know what to think about it.
Speed is very middling, but we have some standouts like Crobat and we got Webs, so there was that.
He fights the guy that we just did, Ryan, who doesn't have the ability to get rid of sticky webs, and he'll do fine. But like, I really think you need to go back through your team and think about what you want your team to do. What's the idea, the strategy behind it? Because you can legitimately just make teams around having really good priority, and it's kind of like a meme or a gimmick, but like it can work. I just really think you're going to struggle to have Tapu Lele synergize with everyone else that's not Megalodios.
But I think the team is good though, but we are lacking synergy. Gastrodon is a steal and one of my favorite Pokemon in draft. Galvantula we talked about. Lagionrock is pretty cool. And yeah.
Trying to see some outstanding weaknesses here. I don't think he's got anything that's...
No, I think the types are
bad.
pretty good.
I think...
I mean, he has...
I just think your team lacks synergy, man.
4 fairy weaknesses.
4 fairy weaknesses and what? 2 resist?
Yeah.
So, that's not great. I mean, Crobat being when you resist isn't really resist.
Crobat's really frail. I like Crobat, but yeah.
And most fairy types can run psychic coverage, so... You got Magnezone, and Magnezone's a fantastic Pokemon. Don't get me wrong. But, like I said, I think you should ditch the Crobat. Honestly. And of course, if we're being super honest, you know, you can ditch the Ducklet. But, you know, I like a good meme. I like to see it get a couple kills with Ducklet. I think it'd be really fun.
I drafted Foat before, back when my team was Foat themed, and it was a meme, but I got some kills with it. That's all that matters.
I've known people to draft Eevee with the Omni Boost and trying to meme with it. So, memes are fine. You just really got to think about your team. And because this team's all over the place, and I think it's going to be really hard to get a cohesive 6 Pokemon that aren't super repetitive. Because I think when you start mix and matching these Pokemon, you're going to realize they don't work together. There's something kind of wrong here. So I'm feeling a C-.
I'm gonna feel a C as well, because I think he can work with it. I think you're right, where I wish he had a bulkier poison type. I like Crobat, but I wish he had a bulkier poison type. But I think he can work with it.
I think offensively, your team's fantastic.
It's very squishy, though, I'm just realizing.
Yeah, your only wall is Wall Crook, he's not a wall, Tanky Crocodile, Tanky Togekiss, and Tapu Lele.
Mega Gardevoir can, I think, sweep this team by itself.
I do not think Mega Gardevoir could. I think Tapu Lele could probably stop Mega Gardevoir. Especially if Mega Gardevoir had gotten some chip, like a Sucker Punch from Crocodile or something. But which Crocodile wouldn't be able to do if his second turn was out. But I mean, yeah. You just got to tweak it, man. You just got to tweak it a little bit, and this team could have some real promise. It's got a lot of interesting Pokemon you don't see a lot. So
Yeah, I know. It's pretty cool. You know, I'm still feeling to see, but I do like the team.
yeah,
Move on.
yeah. If someone told me this is your first draft, which I don't think it is, based on what I've seen you say in the server, I'd say it's pretty impressive. So,
All right, next we have the Sacramento Salamence.
do you not have any Pokemon models on this page?
I do not have any Pokemon models on this page.
I think only the first 2 pages have Pokemon models, and then everything else just has names.
We also don't have hazard control for these.
Wait a minute. He didn't finish all these, so after this team, we're going to have to go back to the other list because the
Yeah.
Pokemon aren't filled out for the rest of them.
Which is fine, we can work with that, and we have the technology to pull up stuff.
This is a Mega Lot Buddy team. This is a hyper offense team. There's so much speed going on here. Mega Lot Bunny, Weavile, Chandelure, which probably gonna be running Scarfed, which is why I'm adding it to the speed tier. Zeraora, Swellow, Miltank. Boy, you drafted every fast Pokemon this draft has to offer. And then you were like, can't forget my tanks.
We got a
You
Rhydon, we got a
slept on Finny.
Blastoise, we got a Bronzor, we got Finny, we got a Moongus. This team is good. I like it.
I think Blastoise is. You're never going to bring Blastoise because you got Tapu Fini. But I mean, he is a rapid spinner. I think he is your only rapid
Nope,
spinner.
we got Bronzong.
You gotta get Bronzong. Yeah, get rid of Blastoise. Literally, so far, out of the 3, this is my favorite team. Get rid of Blastoise.
We got 2 Spinos, a Fargo, 1 Rocko, and Toxic Spikes. Off the top of my head, that's what we got.
This team's disgusting. This team's absolutely. Dan, this is not the draft of a beginner. You have lied to everybody.
Yeah.
I see this team's getting an A.
Yeah, this is good.
I might be missing something, and if I am, maybe a ground weakness. Yeah, it looks like he's got a ground weakness.
Yeah.
But you know, you can patch that up with Blastoise. Get rid of that Blastoise. Get yourself a ground resist because you got an immunity and Swellow. Levitate with Bronzong. You'll be good to go.
There's not a whole lot to say about this team. Like, they don't have to put more time on. This team is really good.
Yeah. Let me see. What is it? SAS. So I'm giving it an A. What are you giving it?
Yeah, definitely an A. Good team. Good team.
Yeah. All right. Now I have to go to. Okay. What list am I going to here?
Oh yeah.
PC rosters.
Mhm.
Okay.
So what have we looked at yet?
Next is going to be, I guess, BAB, which I'm guessing is the Baltimore Blissies.
Yeah.
All right. Mega Metacham team. Okay, so both drafts have a Mega Lopunny team and a Mega Megacham team. Look at that. In fact, this team actually is looking kind of similar to, I think, to the other Mega Metacham team. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. Zapdos, love it. You got a lot of bulk. You have a ton of bulk to support Mega Metacham. You got Smeargle for those sticky webs, which Mega Metacham really needs. It really helps you be able to sweep everybody.
We got Magic Bounce on Espeon, which is always fun. Hippowdon's a great wall. Tangrowth is a great wall.
I think Hitmonlee is a little redundant because everything Hitmonlee does besides Rapid
I was
Spin.
gonna say, it is a Spinel.
Mega Magicham does. And I really don't see you bringing both unless someone has an extreme fighting weakness that you want to take advantage of. Um, aside from that, what else is here? Are there any weaknesses? Not seeing, nothing's really popping out. Maybe a slight fairy weakness we got
Let's
going on
see.
here. Mega Medicham, Mandibuzz,
Why is Celebi help?
Hitmonlee. Celebi, Celebi is like a knockoff Mew. He can do just about anything. So Celebi and Tangrowth.
With
I guess
Medicham?
because of Celebi's versatility, because it does have pretty good utility. You can run offense, you can run defensive, you can run it support, you can run it cleric. I don't think it's a bad pick. I think it can be a decent alternative. Keep people on their toes. It's hard to prep for.
Is fighting
So-
resist dog?
Fighting does resist dark.
Okay, then we don't have that bad of a dog, because I was saying, you got Espeon, you got Jellicent, then you're gonna run Porygon 2 with an Eviolite, and if Mega Jam was weak to that, that was gonna be pretty bad for knockoff.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this team will really be
Celebi.
knockoff.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's you. Yeah.
But again, I would say trade to Hitmonlee.
Does he have a Fairy type? Or a Dragon type?
No.
Or Steel type?
He doesn't need a steel type.
I mean, his core of Tangrowth, Entei, Jellicent can work, I think. But
Yeah, he's got a great water, fire, grass.
core, but we have no Fairy or Dragon.
Question is, can Mega Medicham check those types of threats? And I believe for the most part, it can. I think with proper support with Hippowdon, especially with rocks, and the utility that both Celebi and Jellicent can bring, I think you can control your lack of super checks for dragons. Although I do absolutely recommend you get a fairy
doesn't
type.
have a poison type either for fairies or a steel type.
Yeah, the best thing he's got is like Iron Head on Entei, Poison Jab with like Tangrowth, Bullet Punch with Mega Medicham. I guess at this point,
I liked it at first, but now I'm looking at it and I'm thinking C, maybe C minus.
I'm thinking this team might need an entire rework. I like the idea it was going for, and I think it could possibly still work because he's still got really good mons and some really versatile mons, but he does have some things that are missing, and those things that are missing aren't exactly made up for by the Pokemon he's got.
Yeah.
I was kind of on the fence with this one.
That's a C minus for me.
Was it? This is B. You're putting it at C minus.
Well, we found the kill in black.
I guess, I'll throw a C minus out there too. I'm not sure how trades work in this league, or especially in the beginning, or the beginner league.
I think you get 3. This is how it is with us.
But you're definitely gonna need some. You're gonna need some trades. You're gonna need some work, and I can't think of 3 trades off the top of my head that could absolutely help your team. So you might have your work cut out for you. Next is CAC. I guess that's
Goldfish.
Yeah, it's Kieran Black.
With that nice spell for Heat Train was the fairy.
Clefable.
Oh, well, that's a core.
He's got Double Dragon, which, I mean, I said previously, if you're going to have two types, make him Dragon and a Zyger or 10. That's a great Pokemon.
That's a what's it called? D-Dancer. I like
Shaman,
Mega Pidgeot.
Pokemon. Vikavolt. Man, I guess looking at your team is actually really slow. You kind of got like this. You got a Trick Room team formed here, but then you also got Mega Pidgeot
And Zydoge.
and Zydoge. Yeah, Zydog. So, I think how many Trick Roomers you got? Clefable,
Reuniclus.
maybe Palisade. I don't think Palisade actually gets it. Maybe Shaman. I think if Shaman gets, if you got 3 Trick Roomers, then I think you're good. Shaman does not get Trick Room. I think you could use one more Trick Room. Even if Trick Room, I don't even know if Trick Room has crossed your mind, Bubba. But
Does
if you were like,
get webs?
if it does, it wouldn't be a very good web center. But Vikavolt, no, it doesn't.
Okay, I've never used
Just for
Vikavolt.
Which is very. I mean, it's just a really slow release. It's like base 130 special attack. It's a good slow Volt turner. The problem is it's not very bulky, so it's gonna get hit. It's probably gonna get hit for half. Based on whatever is gonna hit it if it doesn't resist.
Mega Pidgeot gets U-turn, right?
Yeah, Mega Pidgeot gets
And
U-turn.
then you have Vikavolt for the Volt switch, I guess.
Dude, I just think you need one more Trick Rumor. I'm not sure who you'd get rid of for a Trick Rumor, but I mean 2 can work. And Kieran Black, Great Wall Breaker. Heatran, Great Wall Breaker, or Great Defensive Mon, depending on how you want to use it.
Clefable is disgusting.
Yeah, you've got a lot of versatility. It's going to be very hard to prep for your team.
I like Tentacool. I like a lot of these mons. This is a good team.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to prep for because you don't know what's coming. You don't know what each Pokemon's going to run. There are a lot of weaknesses. No, you don't have a fighting weakness.
I only see. Does Vikavolt get Defog?
Probably not.
Then we just got Cool and Fortress for Spinels, and I'm guessing Palisade gets rocks. And I'm guessing Heatran gets rocks.
This says Fortress.
I know Fortress gets rocks, spikes, and all the fun stuff.
Yeah, he's got
Thundercore
good.
spikes.
He's got enough hazard setters. 2 spinners is fine. It doesn't look like he's got a defogger. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. If you can put your spinners into good use. I mean, your problem is if you run into a ghost type, you're gonna get spin blocked, and you're gonna have to play around that. But then again, you run into a ghost type, you got Scrafty. So
I don't think Scrafty's pretty underrated. It's a good boy.
I like this team. Again, Trick Rooms is gimmicky. It's very predictable too. If you are extremely, because when you're going up against a team that you don't have similar speeds with, there's like a 60% chance your opponent's going, he's running Trick Room. So they're going to try to prepare for that. I don't know. I'm feeling a C+.
I'm feeling B-, because I'm feeling with the first 3 mons alone that he can do something with that.
Somewhere between a C+ and a B-. I mean, it depends. It's going to depend on how you use them. So CAC, I'm giving it a C+. We're giving it a B-.
Miami Linoons. Ooh. Interesting.
Victini, McDonald's, Wash,
Okay, that's not Rotom
Linoon.
Wash. That's a
Oh,
Tornadus.
why is Linoon in UU?
Belly
Who
drum.
made? Yeah, it's not a good belly drummer. It's a mediocre belly drummer. It's RU. In my opinion, it's RU best. Um, and if people don't draft it, it gets dropped down to NU.
And I think Don fans about a Pokemon in it.
So I mean, I'm already going to -1 this team on the fact that you wasted a UU pick on a Linoon. I mean, I know that's your mascot, but you wasted a UU pick on a Linoon. So it's like, if it was an RU pick, I'd be okay with it. But everything else, speed. You're very middle. You don't have any fast Pokemon. You can't make a Deontay, and that's it.
Rotom Wash is your Defoggle, and Donphan is your Spinel, and your only rocks. Does Mega Dancy get rocks? I think it does.
Yeah.
So then you got Mega Dancy, and...
Kabalion gets rocks.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. Okay, now I'm checking because I don't want to be a liar. And I mean, Savali also gets spikes. Kabalion. Yeah, Kabalion gets stealth rocks.
Alrighty.
This team, I mean, again, you're not very fast. So when you're sacrificing speed, you won't bulk. You don't have any bulk. You don't have a lot of bulk. You got like this. You have like a slow offense
We got two fairy
going for you.
types. Our only dragon here being Tyrantrum. And... we got Cobalion.
Take two fairy types, very solid fairy types. Tyrantrum, I think, is fine. I just don't like your lack of bulk. I mean, your bulkiest mons are Rotom Wash, Diancie before it Mega Evolves, and Donphan, and that's not good. You're gonna lose. I mean, your Pokemon don't get hit hard.
Mimikyu's got that one thing and it does really well, and that's it. But it does that one thing very well.
Oh yeah, you just have to. I mean, there's the meme when I first joined Cascade because I drafted Mimikyu as my only fairy type, and that one man was like, "I don't have any win cons," and I was like, "Mimikyu's a win con. What do you mean?"
I remember that. Mimikyu is a win con.
And almost every single one of my wins was you could contribute it to a Mimikyu coming in for a late game sweep. So what you just gotta know when to use it. But I mean, it doesn't matter if you know when to use it when almost everyone in your entire team is going to get one shot by someone's sweeper because you don't have any bulk, and that's a problem.
Do we get any Will-O-Wisp? Like Rotom Wash?
Rotom Wash has Will-O-Wisp.
I think Victini probably does.
Yeah, but you wouldn't run Will-O-Wisp on Victini. You can run Will-O-Wisp on Mimikyu. That's a ghost type. It probably gets Will-O-Wisp. I don't remember off the top of my head. I can look it up real quick. Mimikyu. Yeah, it gets Will-O-Wisp.
More commonly or not, most sweepers are physical, so if you can at least burn them, that's nice.
I don't agree with that logic. Yes, he can burn physical sweepers, but there are a lot of special sweepers out there.
I mean, I can pick back up Mega God from earlier. That would be a problem.
So far, this is probably my least favorite team because it's breaking the fundamental rules of drafting.
Yeah, it's not the best.
Oh,
we have 3 fairy types, my bad.
Mimikyu, Rabombi. Oh yeah, Rabombi. Rabombi's an okay Pokemon. You can use it.
Doesn't it get
probably
screens?
I mean, yeah, probably. But Yahtzee would be a better screen setter than Rabombi would be. And I'm pretty sure Savali might get screens. Don't quote me on that. Your team, you're going to need trades. You're
It's no
going to
water
need
type. Although it's Rotomosh. Duh.
this Rotomosh. Yeah, they just whoever put Roto W in put Thunderous.
Yes, I keep looking at that and I'm like, that's a Thunderous.
And if that is supposed to be Thunderous instead of Rotomosh, that's even worse.
I really hope it's Rotomosh.
So I'm assuming this is Rotomosh. You need bulk, dude. I'm feeling a D minus. I don't have a lot of hope for this team.
I was gonna hit with a nice power for just D.
Well, I can take him many ways, Maki. MIL, you're giving a D. I'm giving a D minus. All right. Next is GBG, which is is that the
Green Bay Garchomps from Havoc, and they have my least favorite Pokemon as their very first pick, Escadrille.
says
This is in Gen 5.
says the person that is already running a pseudo Sand team, and in the past you have you always try to get like Mega T-Tar. You can't tell me you don't like Excadrill.
Hey, just because I use the Pokemon doesn't mean I have a high distaste for it. It's really good at its job, and I hate that. It's a good Pokemon. Speaking of sand teams, no Sandstream here for the Excadrill.
I mean, that could be okay depending on what his other mons are, which I'm just starting to look at. You got pretty decent speed compared to a lot of other people on this team. You got Excelgor, which I think is a very good under Pokemon.
Yeah, it's definitely because it's so frail.
I definitely see Excadrill on this team being run as a Scarfer, or even as a utility spinner, maybe setting up rocks as a lead. I think that could work very well.
It's such a versatile Pokemon. Mega Latios is pretty quirky.
I think because you're not running a sand team, I think it's a little redundant that you're running Excadrill and Mamoswine.
And Terrakion.
Terrakion's fine, but Mamoswine and Excadrill pretty much fill the same roles. And so, since you're not running a sand team, I would probably ditch the Excadrill for another OU Pokemon. What the
that's
one is,
only
I don't
spinner.
know.
And it's the Falcos are Tornadus and Latios.
All right, there you go. Get rid of Excadrill. Get yourself another Hazard Control Mon. But I mean, aside from that, like I said, your team's fast. It's strong. You got good support with Mesprit. You get good support with Excelgor.
I like
Arcanine
and Arcanine, yep.
Pangoro is feeling a little weird. I mean, you could run it as a Choice Scarfed Parting Shot user. Because, I mean, your main fighting type is probably going to be Terrakion anyways. And I guess Parting Shot can give you some good utility. But, like, then you might be running Pangoro and Terrakion at the same time.
Getting rid of Escadrille gives him a slight fairy weakness, I'm thinking.
Megaladios, Terrakion, Pangoro, that's 3. And then he's got Arcanine, Roserade. It's 3-2.
And plus Primavera
So-
will probably tank it. It's pretty especially bulky.
So you're probably fine on that. This team's not bad. Latios is gonna be busting walls. Tornadus, you can run like 5 different sets on that thing. It's great. Primarina is that good bulky water mod when you weren't able to get Milotic. Mamoswine, in my opinion, is just a better Excadrill when you're not running a sand team. You got Raikou, you got Arcanine for that support. I would say if you could trade out the Excadrill, you could trade out the Pangoro, you got yourself a solid team.
I'm gonna hit him with a C plus.
I'm gonna trust my man Havoc's gonna listen to his advice, and I'm gonna go ahead and assume he's gonna trade because I just got that feeling about my man Havoc. I haven't spoken a word to him, but I got that feeling. You know, I got that feeling that this team's gonna go somewhere.
Okay, so what are you giving him?
You know, I hope he doesn't betray my hopes and my trust. I'm gonna give him a B.
You're gonna give him a B. I'm gonna stay with that C plus.
So that is what that was a GBG.
Green Bay Garchomp. Speaking of Garchomp.
But if you let me down, dude, I'm gonna be upset. Why'd you give him a C minus?
Yeah, C minus. Because without the trade, that's what I'm feeling it. But if he gets those trades, let's see it.
Even if he doesn't get those trades, I still think it's a decent team. It would bring my B down to a C plus, but
Oh, that's what I'm giving him. Yeah, C plus. Because I think it's an alright team.
you just said you give him a C minus.
No, I said C plus.
You said C minus
I
twice.
meant C plus. Give the man
And
C plus.
I confirmed. I was like, C minus. You're like, yeah, C minus.
No, C plus. So I'm sorry, Havoc. No, I meant C plus, man. Give him that C plus.
All right. Next is Dub, DUB. So that's
Stamp.
Was that the Dublin Drifloons?
Yeah.
Mega Mawile team with Garchomp and Alolan Ninetales with Mega Mawile. Ooh, got that Aurora Veil protecting it. That's gonna be good. And he throws up a sub. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, he's got Bulk too. He's got Necrozma. He's got Snorlax. He's got Milotic. He's got Alolan Sandslash for that Slush Rush. I never thought I'd say that like it was threatening. Man.
I want to see a Slush Rush. Oh my god.
Bro, y'all gotta be scared of the Slush Rush. It's about to hit you. My man got a pseudo ice team. He's just got 2 ice types.
No, there's probably his secret weapon that we just spoiled. Do you ever listen to this?
Alright, yeah, everyone who just forget what I said.
Yeah.
This team's trash. Moving on. No, but seriously, you picked up Infernape along with Alolan Ninetales. Those 2 Pokemon alone can support an entire draft, and you could have drafted nothing else and just had Mega Mawile and you'd be fine.
Chomp's great. Hey, the Moltres from yesterday.
And you got a Spinner and a Sandslash. You got a Spinner and Starmie. You got support with the Decidueye.
No, I see a rather fun Pokemon chilling there on NU, and that being Minior. Minior is fun.
Minior is very underrated because once the Shields Down happens and Minior comes out and it pops up a Shell Smash, it's going to sweep the team. You are not going to be prepared for it because Rock and Flying are extremely good offensive coverages. So, and if, God forbid, if he decides to meme with you with an Ancient Power and it gets the boost, I don't know if I can say much about this team.
It's an A. That's what I have to say.
I don't know. I gotta look at see. You got weaknesses. Maybe you got an ice weakness. I see 2 Pokemon weak to ice, but you got resistances. How about fire? You got 3 fire weaknesses. 4.
You got a Starmie. You got an Infernape. You got a Moltres. You got a Garchomp. You got a
lot of resistances.
You got a Milotic.
Yes. Does he have sticky webs? He does not have sticky webs.
Well, we got Trick Room.
Yeah, but he's got a fast team. He's got Slush Rush.
Yes, Slush Rush, you're right.
I guess speed is kind of a weird thing going on with this team. It is actually kind of slow outside of Starmie and Slush Rush, Sandslash, I guess.
We're talking that way too much.
Well, I mean, like, I can't forget it because then someone's going to at me and be like, hey, my speed's fine because I got Slush Rush, Sandslash. So you do have a slow team, but you also, you got Bulk. Okay, unlike that other team, I already forget who. You know who I'm talking about. Dat Boy? Was it Dat Boy? Yeah, Dat Boy who didn't have Bulk. You got Bulk. You got Snorlax. You have a pseudo Trick Room team. Other than that, you got a bulky offense team because you can hide behind that Aurora Veil. You got Garchomp. Garchomp's kind of weird now to think about it.
It's still a great Pokemon, though.
It is a very versatile and great Pokemon. It is.
Hell, if he was one
If
offensive, that's rough skin, rocky head, set up rocks.
if Mew was a Dragon type, it would be Garchomp. So I just see. I see the speed. I don't know. Like I said, he's got bulk. But I don't know if I like this as a bulky offense team. I've yet to see Moltres put in work. By the way, the fact that Moltres is UU is never mind. -1 point. Moltres is not a UU mon. Don't even kid yourself. It belongs in you. And whoever's listening to this and made the tier list, you should be ashamed of yourself. Drop Linoon and drop Moltres. Don't kid yourself. When's the last time you saw Moltres put in any work?
Well, that's we have 2 opportunities to see it put in work.
I have 2 opportunities to see it try to switch into rocks. And it's dead. Because this is the beginner league, and they're not going to put its HP value at an odd number, so it's going to die.
Now they will. Because you said it.
Maybe they'll forget.
But they got Slush Rush, they're fine.
Which, by the way, rocks does kind of bother your team. It bothers Ninetales, it bothers Moltres, bothers Minior, because your rock does not resist rock. So you're really going to want to keep those hazards under control.
He's got Stormy, though. He's got... Look, it's Defog.
There's something about this team I feel like might be holding it back. I don't know what it is. There's something about it. It's nagging me like I'm not seeing it. Which makes me I don't want to give it an A. I want to give it a B+.
I will give them the A.
I'm gonna trust Maki and give it an A-, but I'm feeling a B+.
That Slush Rush sold me.
See, Dub, A-, Dub, A.
You like Coco?
Who's next? That's Dub Tot. Who's Tot? Toronto Tyrogues? Coco. Oh yeah, we got Coco Halucha. So original. -2 points. Alright, we finally got a new Mega. I haven't seen the same Megas on every team. It's so boring. We've got a Mega Blastoise. Which give you the first off, okay, Heracross is not UU. Stop kidding yourself. Mega Heracross UU? Sure, I could accept that. Regular Heracross UU?
Hey, I drafted a Heracross in UU back in Cascade, and I put in a work with it.
Yeah, and that Heracross in UU is a mistake. If I had noticed that, I'd been heated. I'd probably drop down the RU. I could bring up my tier list right now. I guarantee you, I put it in RU. You're telling me Mega Blastoise is RU, but you can put regular Heracross in UU. You don't see a problem with that.
It's got Scarf, bro. It's got Band. It's got Assault Vest.
He's got that in you. He's got wait. Why is Gothitelle in you in this draft? But it was like
200
tier
points.
1.
Yeah.
And the other one. That doesn't make sense. You got 2 people looking over this tier list. I swear this is not consistent. Because I mean, just because of Shadow Tag alone, Gothitelle should not be in you. Are you? Maybe because it's not the great Shadow Tagger. Why would it be banned? I don't think it's banned. I'm going to the assumption it's not banned. At me if it is banned. Okay, I gotta actually look at this person's team. I'm too busy yelling at the tiers.
Yeah, we're talking about Heracross and Gothitelle and not even about what they do. Let's start with Blastoise. That's something new. Blastoise.
Okay, hold on. One more thing. Person who made this tier list, at me, we'll talk. I will help you. But, anyways, this team. Tapu Koko Halucha.
That's moving on.
It's good. I'm already seeing what he almost had a fairy weakness, and he last second patched it up with Registeel and Salazzle. So that was a good call. Gliscor, I almost feel like Gliscor doesn't fit on this team, but I think he can put in some work. Your grass type is regular Sceptile, and I love Sceptile. It's my That was my Gen 3 starter when I first started playing Gen 3. I think there are better grass Pokemon.
Yeah.
You could trade that Heracross for a better grass Pokemon.
No, I don't like Heracross. Not Heracross. I love Heracross. Sceptile. So I'm gonna agree on that one.
I'm not saying I don't like it. I just think
I like the
Sceptile.
design.
It's hard for Sceptile to put in work, but it does cover a lot of speed tiers, and it gets dragon coverage, which is good. I was about to say, does he have a fairy type? He's got
Yeah, it's
type.
Coco. I was thinking the same exact thing. I'm like, we got Hydreigon, we got Registry was the fairy, we got Coco. Okay.
I'm actually really liking. I really like the
Scizor.
synergy between Tapu Koko and Scizor.
Mhm.
That's a really good Volt Turn core. And then you add on like
I think
U-turn
Gliscor
with
will get Futon too.
and Hydreigon. So
Mhm.
you actually got a pretty decent Volt Turn core going on here. And like I said, man, I can't believe you got an Indu Gothitelle. That is great. I don't know what you're gonna trap Pokemon with, using it. Because I mean, your team doesn't really need that many things trapped.
But it's still
Yeah.
steel.
Cool, thank you. But I mean, it's just a great pickup.
I like Registeel.
I don't know if Registeel belongs on this team. Let me look. First, let me look at the speed. He's actually speed's kind of going everywhere. You got like these real highs with Tapu Koko and Hawlucha. Then you kind of drop with Heracross and Scizor, and then real drop with Registeel and Mega Blastoise isn't that fast, but then you pick it back up with Slazzle and Sceptile.
We
I
got
guess it's a
Rakdos, we
decent
got
spread.
Spinels, we got Hazard Control and coverage. So Mega Blastoids. I've never used it. I know it gets Mega Blastoise. Does it get Aura Sphere?
You mean he gets Mega Launcher, and yes, it does get Aura Sphere. It gets all the Sphere, whatever Pulse moves, Dark Pulse, Aura Sphere, Water Pulse if you want to run it, Dark Pulse. Mega Blastoise I think is a pretty underrated wall breaker, and you can still just run a bulky utility, run Toxic Scald on it. Maybe even
Don't you mean
Rapid
Toxic
Spin.
Water Pulse?
Yes.
For that confusion?
No. That's well, I mean, maybe if Mega Blastoise was Serene. I see a fire weakness on this team. You got Heracross, you got Scizor, you got Registeel, you got Paliswine. Well, I mean, Paliswine's got thick fat, I guess. You got Sceptile. I mean, I guess you get your resistances. I don't like to count Hydreigon as a resist many things. Because you want to conserve your Hydreigon's HP at all costs. But I guess you got enough checks, it'll be okay. My problem is, I guess, really is your centralized bulk being Paliswine, Registeel.
Gliscor?
It's bulky, but like his two walls being Paliswine and Registeel, that's not good. That's not great. Because they can tank hits, and Paliswine can dish out an Earthquake or Ice Shard, but Registeel's not doing much. Registeel's out there supporting with utility.
Yeah, it's a wall and it sits there.
Like, you could try to get some curse gimmicks, but your opponent's probably not going to let you. I would suggest trading some of your Pokemon, like Heracross or like Sceptile, for probably some bulkier Mons. Because you don't even need Heracross as a fighting type, because you got Hawlucha. And you don't need it for his bug type, because you got Scizor.
Yeah,
So
is redundant.
So you should think about that, and you should really, like I said, trade out for some bulk. Get yourself a little more bulk, and you'd have a balanced team. Right now, you kind of got like this hyper offense team kind of going on, where it's like between hyper offense and balanced. I think if you brought yourself on 1 to 2 more bulky Pokemon, you'd have a really solid balanced team.
So what are you feeling for this team?
Somewhere between a C plus and a B minus.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Because it is so hard to stop Tapu Koko Hawlucha. I'm gonna give it a B minus.
I'm gonna give him the C plus because the last team I gave a B minus to, I don't think they're as good as them.
Minus. Why did you give them a C plus?
I don't think they're as good as the B teams.
Yeah, I did give GBG that B because I believe, and I mean, if I look at a matchup on paper, I'm pretty sure GBG can actually stop the Koko Hawlucha sweep because he's got some really good speed on his team, and he's got some like good checks and counters to Koko. So I'm just saying, just throw that out there if they fight. GBG, Havoc, watch out for him. All right, next. Burble.
Hey, hi Lando T, how are you doing?
What team is this? This is
the Brooklyn Blastoids by Joshels.
God. All right, I really like this team. I don't even have to look through it. I just saw Lando T, Celesteela, Mew, and Mega Beedrill.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, we got webs too.
Wow. You're gonna let a Mega Beedrill run rampant on top of webs? Oh, God. Normally I'd be like, why you run 2 bug types? But I'm okay because Rakuni's a great Pokemon. And Mega Beedrill. Why?
Who let him do that?
I have constantly, it is almost universally agreed that Mew is the best trap Pokemon of all time. You cannot beat it. It does everything. Why the fuck is it UU?
Based on 100 stats.
And? Why does that stop it? It does everything. It literally does everything. The most important thing in Draft League to a Pokemon is its versatility. How do you prep for a Pokemon? You don't prep for Mew.
Mew's a steal.
You know Mew's coming. You don't have anything to stop it. You know how you stop it? Mega Beedrill, and he's got it. So,
yeah.
God. Oh, these tears are grinding my gears.
If it's not Pokemon count, it's Teals.
Okay, I gotta look at the rest of his team because Mega Beedrill needs support. And Celesteela is one of the best, if not the best Pokemon to pair with Mega Beedrill because it covers almost all of its weaknesses except for fire, which you have a Soaking and get Slowking for it. So you kind of got that covered. You got Darmanitan with it.
I like Weezing as a very cheap NU pick.
Yeah, Weezing is going to probably come in clutch with some good Will-O-Wisps, some good switch-ins. I'm really liking the bulk on this team. I'm liking the offense. I like Bouffalant. I think Bouffalant is a underrated Pokemon. Yes, it's kind of like a one-trick pony, and I literally just said versatility is what makes a Pokemon a Draft League. But I still like... Excuse me, I got hiccups.
From Expert, well, the one team that I rated, I think, pretty high, he had a lot of one-trick ponies, but they were really good one-trick ponies.
Well, and Bouffalant, first off, your opponent's not going to know what Bouffalant even does. He didn't catch it in Gen 5,
no
6.
No one caught it in Gen 5. 5,
at
the very end of the game right before the Elite Four.
So no one knows what it does. It's been an NU its entire life. And then it got dropped down to PU. So no one knows what it does. No one knows it. Yeah, it's like a slightly better Tauros. Then maybe that's a debate. I don't know. But I'm liking this team.
Are we gonna debate if Tauros is better than Bouffalant?
That's a debate for another day, my friend. And if someone on the remaining 2 teams has a Tauros, we can have that debate. But if the Z moves work like in the other league where anyone can have a Z move, because we haven't really mentioned that.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about Z moves.
This team, he's got like 6 Z Crystal users. You can't prep for it, which is why I don't like that rule. I'm gonna catch some heat.
I know you're over here with all the attack.
I'm on the offense. If I don't look, I hide draft leagues to a very high esteem, and when I see something I don't like, I'm vocal about it.
Yeah. I like the Manatee.
Yeah, the right hand's great. I mean, this dude's got a good team. He's got good bulk. He's got good support. Does he have good hazard control?
Oh,
Because
look.
God forbid you have to keep rocks off the field.
Celesteela gets defog, right?
He doesn't have a rapid spinner.
Oh no.
Now webs aren't extremely neat because Mega Beedrill is one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. The only thing that's gonna outspeed it is a extremely fast Scarfer. So my guess is you're gonna have to kill their Stealth Rocker, defog it, try to get a Rackwind out. But you don't need it. You don't need it. You got Lando T. You got Latios. You got me. You got Beedrill.
Mew can Rapid Spin.
You remember when I said Mew can do everything? It does so many things, even though I said everything, I forgot it got Rapid Spin. So there you go. God, I can't. Someone, put Mew in UU. You should be fired.
He's in UU. Do you mean OU?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying whoever put Mew in UU should be fired.
Oh, okay.
Be ashamed. Do you kiss your mother with that mouth, saying Mew is UU? God bless. This is a fantastic team. This is an A+. I'm giving this team an A+.
Give it an A+.
You know, I'm giving it an A++ because this person saw Mew and UU and was like, oh, gotta have that.
Give him no more A+. No more A, I mean. A+, yeah, A+. That's what I mean. I'm crazy. So...
Hold on, let me write that down. Burble. A+. What are you giving it? Are you giving it A+?
I'm giving it A+, yeah.
God. You, man, that's just... I'm glad I didn't see that team first, because if that was the first team, I'd be talking about it now, about how Mew is UU. You're lucky you only have to hear me complain about it for 2 more teams. CBC. Who's CBC? Canton Corefish?
No, it's the Kampoon Bridge Krogunks from Polo.
Alright, Polar. Alright, first off, I'm just going to look at the tiers because I am now... Alright. Why? Hold on. I guess my real only gripe would be that you could make an argument Dummize belongs in RU, but I could see if it's been underperforming overall in the league, it gets the NU spot. I guess I get that.
Why is Latios and UU and Latios and OU?
Because the person who made this tier list is sexist. Putting down women. Our female Pokemon, Latios. Doesn't like defensive dragons. Well, Latios as a UU pick is a score.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a mega pincer team. Fairthorn support, Thunderous T. That's pretty good.
Hey, it's your puppy. Sweetcoon.
I boo. I just called you boo. That was weird. I didn't mean to say that. He doesn't have webs, which I do believe, because Mega Pincers got that weird like base 100 speed.
Yeah, we talked about this yesterday. How it
Mega Medicham kind of needs that web support. Otherwise, Mega Pincers just becomes a late game sweeper. You also need really good hazard control, which you got Thunderous with the defog, you got Latias with the defog.
I think Bulbacore gets Rapid Spin.
You're not running Rapid Spin on Barbarical, but I think Dummize gets Rapid Spin.
Why aren't you running Rapid Spin on Barbarical?
You're telling me you're gonna run anything but Shell Smash on Barbarical? I mean, I guess if you ran, you could run. You run Scarf or Banded, I guess. But you're telling me, oh, I have a support Barbarical. I'm gonna go. You're wasting Barbarical. Just because a Pokemon can do something doesn't mean it should. All right.
I mean, we just gave Rapid Spin a Mew in the last team and put that in A+, so...
Well, that's because you can do anything and it's not wrong. It is not wrong. Man, putting you in fucking... I mean, putting you in, that's just... God. I'm gonna get like 8 ads saying, shut the fuck up. We get it. You don't like it. Anyways. Let me look at this team. Yeah, so I don't like the lack of webs. It really stifles Pinsir into playing one role. But you really don't want your Mega to only be playing one role. You kind of want it to be the star of your team. At least that's kind of how I see Megas.
I agree. I can either want them as a star or or a cornerstone in your core.
Yeah, like your exception could be if you're running Mega Audino. When you're like, yeah, I'm running a super Mega support Pokemon, then it's like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't like Dumb Eyes when you got Ferrothorn. Even if Dumb Eyes gives you the Rapid Spinner you need, you're not going to run it on the same team as Ferrothorn and Mega Pinsir, and Ember would kill your team.
Wait, I had to respond to my someone. What's this about Ember killing his team?
Because like I was saying, he's not going to run Dumb Eyes and Ferrothorn on the same team because like an Ember would just run through his team.
And Mega Pinsir.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Ember.
Beware.
No, Ember.
Doesn't Beware have Fluffy? Isn't that its ability?
It does.
Yeah. So it's got a fire weakness.
So we take the Mew from the last team, we give it Ember, and we have it sweep. Ember Rapid Spin. Boom.
Yeah, and you know what? That would counter like half this team.
Do any Pokemon get Ember and Rapid Spin other than Mew?
Torkoal?
I show Mass Torkoal, bro.
That other Dragon Fire Pokemon, Turtonator? I don't think Turtonator gets Rapid Spin. I don't know. This team, I don't think you quite have the support Mega Pinsir needs in terms of utility. Because you need a lot of utility to support Mega Pinsir. Otherwise, it's just going to get whittled down. Now, you do have Comfey. Comfey is a good cleric. Does Comfey make a good Wish Passer? Does Comfey have a good HP stat? I feel like it doesn't have a good HP stat.
I know it gets the Trifuge Draining Kiss. That's all I know about it.
Comfey has a base 51 HP stat, so it's not passing wishes to anybody except for a Rattata. So, I think Comfey's kind of a... yeah, it's useless. You have Latias. You don't need Comfey.
It's his only fairy type.
Boy, you cannot sit here with a Mega Pinsir and go, I don't need a fairy type.
He has a fairy type. It's Comfey.
He doesn't have a fairy type. Comfey doesn't exist.
Alright, I'm gonna give this team a C.
You need to make trades, dude. You need to look at your team and try to get some better utility to support Mega Pinsir. You do that. I think Suicune is a good pick for Mega Pinsir. I think Little Muck is a good pick. So is Latias. Thunder's Tea can put in some work. Jolteon is absolutely redundant. Dhelmise redundant. Comfey absolutely useless. Seismitoad. In what world do you bring Seismitoad over Suicune? I don't see it. So
gets Poison Touch. Hold up.
Who gets Poison Touch?
Seismitoad gets Poison Touch.
So does Alolan Muck.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
I tried to defend you there, man. You get this thing in C- or D+.
Look, dude. You drafted one extremely good bulky water type. Suicune is the bulkiest of bulky water types. You don't need to. You're not running a rain team. You could run a rain team.
Actually,
Swap out Mega Pinsir for Mega Swampert. You might have a rain team on your hands. I don't know.
get a Pelipper.
That'd be a lot of trades. I bet someone doesn't even like Mega Swampert, and based on these tier lists, Mega Swampert's probably in you at this point. I don't know. So, yeah, I'm not liking this team. I'm not liking the support Mega Pinsir's receiving.
Yeah, I think I was started at C, then I moved to C minus. Now I'm at D plus.
I'm at D plus.
Yeah,
So
good.
that was what
CBC Polo.
CBC D
I didn't
plus.
see Mega Aggron at first for this next team. I'm like, okay, we have a team with no Mega, but we got Aggron.
All right, this is our last team. Gag. Mega Aggron. The Mega Aggron team. The Superior Breloom. All right. Your 3 OU Pokemon, you were like, I'm gonna draft all grass types. We're going mono grass on this. So I don't even think I need to state the problem. The literal, you have a Mega Aggron who is weak. I mean, it has filter, but it's weak to fire. You have 3 grass types, and you have an Emolga.
What's wrong with Emolga, bro?
It's gonna die to a number because it is okay. I'm not gonna insult the Emolga yet. We're not there yet. We're still on the fact that you drafted 3 grass types. And this is why people like Toronto Tyrebogs had to go with Sceptile, because this person drafted 3 grass types. Know you. There weren't enough grass types to go around. I get it. I understand now.
Does this mean that Toronto Tyrogues are gonna get a boost because they had to take Sceptile?
They get a pity point, which really isn't a real point, but like you have my sympathies. You need to get rid of 2 of your grass types. I don't know which 2 you want to get rid of. That is a deeper conversation we can have personally. If you want to hit me up in DMs, I will look over your team. You got Sylveon as a great cleric. You got Gengar. Gengar is a massively underrated Pokemon because they're like, oh, let's get rid of Levitate. Everyone was like, oh, Gengar's useless now. Gengar's so good. Don't sleep on it. Your Dragon type's Flygon.
D-Dance.
You drafted 3 grass types in a row and then realized, oh, I need a Dragon type. I'm gonna pick one up and argue. Maybe you should have used one of your 2 OU picks. I'm getting sassy because I am so upset about how this tier list is set up.
And I feel bad for the latter half. Everybody post Mew has just been.
Yeah, the last 2 teams that had to deal with post Mew. I'm sorry. Like I said, anyone at this point, hit me up, hit Maki up.
Yeah, I'm always available.
I have no problem helping you team build for your match if I'm available, or helping you do trades. I'm down.
Same thing.
But you got Gigalith. Why do you have Gigalith when you have Mega Aggron? They do the exact same thing, except Mega Aggron does it 3 times better. Slowbro.
For all of his sand Pokemon.
For his what? Cortana?
And Mega Aggron.
Okay, I get it for Mega Aggron.
And Flygon.
Flygon's not going to take advantage of Sandstorm. You're going to boost that base 80 special defense? Woohoo!
Yeah.
Wait, that's rock types. That's not even ground types. Never mind.
It's ground, rock, and steel, I thought.
Or is it? I thought it was just rock.
It's ground, rock, and steel.
Never mind. You boost that base 80 to like a base 95. Congratulations. Delphox. I think Delphox is actually a pretty neato fire Pokemon.
Got them tricks.
Emolga. Whatever, man. And you got Vaporeon, which I think is a very good cleric and a very good bulky water Pokemon. It's like a kind of like a knockoff Milotic.
Who?
Vaporeon. Yeah. It's it's a great bulky clerical water type, but you have Slowbro, dude. And I think in terms of your team, I don't know what your team's doing. 3 grass types,
2 steel types.
Speed's kind of everywhere. There's no
Okay.
synergy on this team.
Go ahead. Talk about the Emolga.
Man, Mocha's a useless Pokemon. I get the Ducklet because it's like a meme that's apparently a meme in the server. You know, I'm new here. You know,
I'm
keep
new
that in
here.
mind.
Yeah.
But I don't see any meme Emolgas running around, so I don't really get the Emolga pick. As an electric type, it's not good. As a flying type, it's not good. It's like if Togedemaru's better. And I can't believe I would say Togedemaru's better than anything.
No, didn't we attack it yesterday?
Yeah, I would rather see regular Pikachu because at least you can give that a light ball. You know?
Or Pikachu and Z.
Yeah, yeah, because Z moves crazy in this league, man. This team is probably the second or third team, I guess, out of these 10 teams where I'm like, this person didn't know what they were doing.
But it is beginners. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe they really like grass types, and if anybody's got a water type, they'll boom. Like that guy with the Mega Blastoids.
He can run HP Fire. And the guy with the Mega Blastoise has Hawlucha. So, look, I get it. Like, you like grass types. You drafted some of your favorite Pokemon, and they've been through you thick and thin. It's not how draft links work. You have
whose favorite Pokemon is Cortana?
probably a lot of people. People who like to play on ladder and showdown, who really like to use Cortana.
Whack. Hey, bro, if you like Cortana, you do you, boo boo. But like, not my favorite.
I think Katara's a great Pokemon. I think people, even though everyone knows it's good, people still sleep on it because they're like, I brought 2 checks to Katana. 2 checks is not enough for Katana.
I didn't say it was a bad Pokemon. I'm saying who's like, who's my favorite Pokemon? The Ultra Beast Cortana. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, 12-year-olds whose first Pokemon game had Katana in it. They're like, man.
I'm assuming everybody in this draft league is above the age of 12.
So that's the person who put Mew and Yu. I'm not insulting you that badly, okay? But Mew does not go to you. Okay. This team, like the other team that I forget that said it kind of needs an entire rework of the entire draft. This needs an entire rework. 3 trades is not going to save this team, I don't think.
I mean, think about it. We get rid of. Let's say we keep one of the grass types. Let's say Cortana.
Let's keep Katana. So you get rid of Superior Breloom, and you need. I would say, if you had to choose one, get rid of Emolga. You can find a better value in you pick. And then at this point, if you're gonna make an Aggron, you could try to maybe get a bulky stall team going on. Maybe get a Sableye.
Bro, we can even get some sand up in here. We got the sand stream. Try to get like a. See if that guy, that Escajou guy, wants a grass type.
Does he? He's got Roserade. He's got a great grass type. He's not going to trade for a grass type. But yeah, dude, you need to make trades. I'm not sure. Maybe in beginners they can be maybe a little more trades. Maybe give you an extra couple trades. Maybe I'll put in a good word for you. And I'm not sure how to fix this team. That's my problem. Because there's no central theme going on with this team. I don't know what its strengths are or what its weaknesses are, besides the fact that you got 3 grass Pokemon picks.
Steel types. And a Molga.
So Mega Aggron usually likes to be on bulky offense teams. It likes to be on stall teams. And this team's kind of all over the place. It's got a lot going on. That's not working well. It's not synergizing. So
does he have a Spinner or a Defago? He's got Flygon.
Essentially, no, he doesn't. I mean, if Flygon gets Defog, cool.
I think I'm Mulga.
Oh, if you're all right, I said this in the other one. If your hazard removal is weak to hazards, then it's removing. It is not good hazard. Like Maki drafted Rotom Heat. It's not a good defogger because it takes 25% when it switches into rocks to get rid of rocks.
Bro, I like the Toadstool, and it's not my only Foggle. God.
And then it dies to a water gun. So
Hey, you leave my Toadstool out of this?
I'm just saying I might have to go revisit my predictions on the experienced team.
I didn't even draft it for a Foggle, so you know what? Like you said, just because something can do it doesn't mean it should.
So are you saying that Rotom Heat shouldn't run defog?
I mean, I'm not saying that's its only purpose. It gets Will-O-Wisp, it gets Thunder Wave,
Did you-
Pain Split.
But didn't you just say you don't have another defogger?
I said I do have other defoggles.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I see how it works. If you had said it's my only defogger,
Who drafts
I'd be
their only defogger as Rotom Heat?
person who drafts 3 grass types is their OU picks.
You don't even draft the Toadstool tonight.
Good. I don't like Rotom Heat. I don't think Rotom Heat's a good Pokemon. I think if you draft Rotom Heat, it's only because you like Rotom Heat, not because you wanted to draft a good draft.
But the fact that I like Rotom Heat still stands, but
I mean, I have seen Rotom Heat put in plenty of work. I'm not gonna deny that. I'm not gonna sit here and say Rotom Heat's useless at all. I'm just saying there are probably alternatives.
why are we talking about Rotom Heat?
All right, look. Going by memory, I actually think overall, for first-time drafters or newbies in draft league,
It wasn't that
I think
bad.
these drafts.
Oh, we never rated this last team.
Oh, F.
Yeah, F.
F minus. This team's not good. I don't think it's salvageable. While the other team, I think I gave a D minus to. Maybe something can be done with it, but I'm not seeing a silver light or a shining light or whatever, silver line for this team. This team is the gag, which is what kind of what I want, but gag F minus, and I guess you're giving it an F minus as well.
I just wanted a standard F.
All right, you don't want me that mean. You don't want to give it a 0. Give it.
No, I'm not.
And if I came off as mean, I mean this is already at the end, so most people didn't even watch this far. I'll put this in my ping or in my when I post this.
Because I'll post the video probably about a half hour after all the things go live. Upload speed.
I don't mean to be mean. I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like I said,
We're not trying to be rude here. We're just trying to talk about some teams.
I think overall, the beginner league drafted better than the experience league. Now, while the experience league had higher highs, because there were like 3 teams that were like A teams. Overall, for beginners, once you
We
get
gave a lot of C's in this, which aren't bad.
Yeah, which is what I expected to give a lot more D's. But like considering I'm expecting all these people to be newbies, they drafted just about as well as half the people in the experience league. All right, so I think that's pretty decent. I think out of the 2 leagues, I'm more curious to watch the beginner league and see how that unfolds, because we all know who did I put as my number 1? The something Venomoth.
Yeah, the Venomoth.
Yeah, we already know he's gonna win. That dude's gonna win. Evil Lord, I think that was his name.
Yeah,
that guy's gonna win. That's not interesting. Beginners, it's a little bit of a toss up. We did only rate 1 team as an A.
But okay, he might be great at picking, but a trash player. We don't know.
We actually gave 3 A's. Actually, looking back at
Really?
the list, we gave SAS an A minus. We gave Dub. I gave it an A minus. You gave him an A, and then we gave Burble A plus. So actually, it kind of averages out kind of be the same. You know? I mean, in reality, we only gave 4 C's.
I thought we gave so many more than that.
Actually, I gave a 5th C. No, because then you gave a 5th C. So I guess we kind of have 5 C's. Some of them are split because I might have given them a B, you might have given them a C, or I give them a C, you give them a B. But I'm excited to see where this league goes.
Yeah. This was a good 2-part series.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess I'm gonna, it's obvious. I think overall, the Brooklyn Blastoise with the Mew. You remember that guy? We're gonna start talking with him.
Yeah.
He's gonna win. If he doesn't win, I will personally make all of his teams every week. Don't worry. I will make sure this man wins.
Well, yeah, so, good wrap up. Any final thoughts?
You already know what I want to say.
I'm gonna make me the thumbnail for this with no context until if anybody sees this exact part.
I want you to make the thumbnail like, why is Mew? So people, because they have to go to the end of the video before I get my rant. Just like, I want them to know at the beginning. I want them to be thinking about it.
Alright, well, thanks if you stayed this long, thank you. And hopefully you'll hear from us again. If you need anything, I'm Maki. This is...
I'm Boyki Poo. I'm Maki's #1 fan.
And thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks, man. Hey, have a good night, everyone. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, have a good life.
Have a good Thursday, yeah.
Especially you, Joshels, with your Mew.
Yeah, Josh, you're a real cool kid.
Yeah, A+.